Sorry, this is part two. Okay, part two. I got cut off. So yeah, this is you kind of like, being called to, shed the light, reflect back, be that mirror for other people on what they need to work on in order to ascend, that type of energy. So that can be overwhelming to people. Okay. Yeah, right. It can be overwhelming to the people to the point where they will kind of like leave you or do things behind your back because they're afraid of being accountable for where they're at, what they're doing, how they're doing it. Okay. I feel like you will absolutely be that reflection for them. Okay. And then you have the divine that kind of backs you up, right? Like, they don't realize like that's part of why you're here. And so if you're going to come after them and be deceitful and create a lot of chaos and conflict, then, you have this protection that people don't realize you have, right? Yeah. So. Yeah, oftentimes you have to leave people where they're at, right? And it's up to them whether they want to do that work or not, right? But you typically have to pretty much move in silence, remove your energy, or the divine moves you towards safety, harmony, and balance so that you can start somewhere new. Okay, this is you, having that trust that you will always be guided, directed, protected, and loved, right? And this is you, having that happy-go-lucky energy about you, right? Trusting the fact that, like, you're here for a reason, like, this is part of what you're supposed to do. And I think a lot of times you've taken it very personally. So this may be a message for you to see that this is all part of your soul's purpose, and it's not you personally that people don't like. It's the part of them that they have to do the work on. People don't want to, they've been focusing on the ego and, really focusing on like, their own. It's almost like you're like a catalyst for them to see things that they've been ignoring for a really long time, or they've got patterns that they need to break and heal from. And so I feel like you communicate and share that, and not everybody like receives it on the best. Like maybe they, maybe like what you say is hard and brash and direct and very clear and sharp, and sometimes and blunt, and sometimes cutting, depending on what you're actually highlighting for somebody as it relates to like what you're being guided to highlight and reflect for them, right? Like sometimes like the truth hurts, right? And I feel like you're kind of that energy where, you're not going to feed them a bunch of bullshit. Like you just don't play that game, right? You're not going to feed the ego. You're not going to feed the pride. You're going to be like, oh yeah, really? You want to go there? All right, we'll go there. You're not going to like it, but we'll go there. We'll go there. All right. So yeah, I feel like people tend to take a lot from you, whether it be energetically, financially, emotionally. I feel people just kind of like try to do the most, and then finally you reach a point and you were guided to like leave and move on because they're not heeding the guidance, the advice. They're not doing what they need to do for themselves. They're too busy just taking advantage. And so that's when you have to leave. You have to walk away from the situation. Okay. We have the Lovers. So this is really talking about, duality, polarity, you name it. The contrast, the differences, the roles in relationships, and just love. Like, you're here to anchor in love. All right. You might have a partnership coming in that you're meant to co-create with the universe on, right? This could be, yeah, this is you, you know, really doing a lot of work, right? This is, you know, you investing a lot of time, money, energy towards your goals. Yep. Yeah, this is you, you know, you might be holding on tightly right now, but you do know that there's something coming in that's a blessing. And so this is going to kind of like create more balance and stability for you. This is like a new beginning, a new gift, a new opportunity is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's going to help bring in some balance. You might be balancing two different things, right? Your spiritual practice as well as maybe something that's more grounded and rooted in the physical presence as far as a job or career. I feel like you're kind of working on balancing both things at this time. I feel like there's a new passionate, new beginning for you, new opportunity coming in that is going to help you financially create a more stable foundation for yourself, bring in a lot of security. As a result of all the seeds that you have planted, I'm also getting there's that masculine energy again. All right, it's this fire energy. Okay, this energy's, oops, yeah, it's the Emperor. I put the Emperor over there, but it's this King of Wands energy. Yeah, someone's not going to be happy about it because they're bitter. Okay, they're sour. All right. Yeah, that's their problem. And I'm gonna wrap this up. You'll be celebrating, okay? You'll be celebrating and working with your soul tribe, all right? So have no fear. Have no fear. The divine is here. Yes, you are that missed opportunity. And here comes that blessing. The blessing is coming in. Okay? Yes. Continue to focus on what you are creating. Yep. And now this energy from the past realizes that you were the wish fulfillment. Okay? And they are bitter about it. They're bitter. They are over drinking. They're partying. They are heavily involved in the substances to try to forget what they lost. They fumbled the bag. They lost the game. No matter what they try to send your way, it's returning back to them. Whatever low vibrational negative bullshit they sent your way, it's returning back to them. You are keeping this energy up at night, or your ancestors are, your spirit guides, right? Your backing, your support, okay? Yeah, they're in fear. They're in fear. They're worried, they're concerned, they're anxious, they're having nightmares about their life, and they have to almost like drink to fall asleep because this energy is too much for them to handle, okay? Too much. They can't handle it. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. This has taken a while for this to kind of like, right? Like this Knight of Pentacles and the Sun. Devil. All right. Exposure. They are regretting the investment made. I feel like whatever they invested in, there's light being shined on that right now, and it's this energy that they're dealing with. I feel like they have invested and made a commitment and have paid to come against a chosen one, a child of the divine, and they paid this energy. Okay, so it's like a spiritual battle here, all right? They made a very poor investment, and that is why they can't sleep at night, because they know what they paid for. They know what they sent. They know who they worked for in order to come against God, and they should be worried, They should be very worried. All right? Yeah. All right, y'all. I can't. That's enough for me today. All right. I hope you have a killer day.